Hey guys, this is John, back here with the C10 in the garage. Guys, I want to thank everybody for all the recent subscriptions. We've actually got a little bit over 100 now. That's given me a lot of motivation to keep doing what I'm doing. I like doing these how-to videos, and we've really got this special one behind us. I know in a couple of the videos I've given you guys a couple little bits and pieces of some of the history behind this truck. This is a really special build for us. I'm actually in the next video, I'm going to go ahead and give you guys the whole story behind this and tell you exactly why it's so special. So make sure that you hit that subscribe button down below if you haven't already. That way you can follow us. This thing's going to get rebuilt from the ground up all the way. We've already done a lot to it now. I'm going to start sharing those videos at least once a week with you, so make sure you do hit that subscribe button. And please, while you're at it, give me a thumbs up if you like the content. That helps YouTube rank me a little higher so other people can watch this video as well. So today we're going to go ahead and we're going to show you the video on removing the steering column. I got a universal steering column from Summit Racing, the GM version. That way my wife can actually drive it. This actually had the B&M ratchet style shifter in it. You had to take two hands off to shift it to put it back into reverse. It's a little bit of a pain in the butt. Really, that's made for taking it to the track and racing, so it keeps you from damaging your transmission. So we're gonna pop this back in. We're gonna go ahead and put linkage so that we can shift it properly from the steering column. So I'm gonna show you guys how to do all that. And then this actually had a one-piece steering shaft in it from the gearbox all the way to the steering wheel. So it only happened in the 68 models and below. They actually fixed it mid-68. So we're going to go ahead and replace that with a collapsible, which I've already done. Missed some of the footage before. You'll be able to tell the difference. I was sick when I first started shooting it. So I'm going to come in, wrap it all up, and get all the rest of the footage and get this out to you guys. So again, I appreciate it. Thanks, guys. I'm going to flip this camera around and get right into it. Alright guys, so this is the Summit version, universal steering wheel for GM. I decided to go this route because it was it was under 400 bucks. And for me, where I live, just let me give you an example. I ordered this around 6 or 7 o'clock p.m. yesterday evening, and it showed up on my doorstep at 1 o'clock this afternoon. So Summit Racing here in Texas is awesome. But other than that, like this whole thing needed to be changed out. So we're going to change over to the D-style shaft. I've got a D-style collapsible coming maybe tomorrow, if not Monday. So we're going to install the front half. We'll get it all in. And going this route, the only thing that I can tell you is we're going to lose our neutral safety switch. The more expensive ones do have the safety switch on there if you want to go that route. And you're going to lose your backup switch for now until I figure out an alternative. I'm going to get a way to get my backup because I want to put a backup camera and I want to have my backup lights working. So when you turn the camera on, you got lights. So we're going to figure that out here in the future. Alright, so let's move on. Alright guys, let me show you what we got going on here. We've been taking this old 3-speed on the column shifter here. It's got your neutral safety switch built onto it, and then you see your shift linkage down there at the bottom. So it also has some rubber seals on it. I at least want to try to get that one, get the paint off of it and reuse it. I bought a new one for the bottom. Everything from here up was all different. The deal with these were all shafts that if you got in the front rack, they could come in and just like stab you into the truck. So we're going to swap that out for something a little safer. I got a universal kit instead of spending the crazy $1,000 for a steering wheel, and I can get the same thing, just a universal kit, and redo all this. All this needs to be redone anyway, so the steering shaft, that's part of the problem. We're going to put a collapsible in, so if you're in a frontal wreck, it will collapse. So we're going to go ahead and finish taking this one out. As you can see, it's just one giant shaft. Alright, so we're up here under the driver's side wheel. It's the first time I've had one of the front wheels off so far. We're gonna get in here. We're gonna replace this whole entire shaft from the pump box here all the way to the steering wheel. This slides into another one up in here, and the way it's designed, if you get into a wreck in the front, it's gonna push all of this up into you and pin you into the truck. Not something that you're gonna want to have happen in that type of situation. So we're gonna go ahead and remove this instead of spending all that money for a super expensive steering wheel that's, you know, made with all the rubber seals and stuff you need. I just ordered the seals myself. We're gonna do a universal kit. We're gonna make all this new. It's all gonna fit. It's all gonna work. It's all gonna be better than what was there. And most of all, it's gonna be safe because it's not gonna have the likely odds of pinning you into this seat or the steering wheel. So, yep. So all you have to do is just get everything off. This is the easy way to get it out. Get everything off of it. All it is a bare rod now. And then we're gonna go ahead and remove it down here. We're gonna pull that nut out and get it slid off, and we're just gonna move it and toss it out the front here. Alright guys, if you ever see one of these laying around, make sure you get you one, because I was able to get that in there perfectly without catching the splines. And it just made pushing it off of there just so easy. So yeah, we're gonna pull that off now and slide her out. Alright guys, so far we've got the old Javelin steering wheel out of here. The whole column, everything, it's all gone. Used to have a 3-speed on the column. So now we've got this new universal from Summit for the GM. This was made for the 96. One of the big reasons I decided to go with that is we upgraded wiring harness in this truck, as you can see, and it comes with the updated plug style. So it just made it more convenient instead of a lot more splicing, and it only makes sense to just put a brand new one in here. The turn signals quit working. A lot of the stuff in here was all broken. So this was the best alternative. So we're gonna show you what we got going here. First thing we're gonna do is we're gonna figure out which type of transmission we got. So I don't have an overdrive, but if you did, you've got that right there. See, we're gonna say goodbye to the floor shifter. Alright, so we're gonna go ahead and do that, and then inside the kit, it's got some screws in here, so we're gonna take the screws and, you know, see, just pop them through the top here, get it all set up. Make sure you stick your indicator in there. Just like that. And then see, you've got a light right here, so there's an extra wire down in there we're going to tie into our parking lights, or maybe I'll put them into the dash switch here. When you turn the dash switch on, they'll come on. We'll see. So yeah, we're going to go ahead and mount this on real quick, and we'll get on to the rest of the accessories. Alright guys, so we're back. We've went ahead and installed our little inspection plate here. got our indicator stuck in behind. This is another reason I wanted to replace this. The original one, it was all broken in there, and I mean, it was flapping around. I couldn't tighten the screw down. So yeah, that's another reason. Alright, but yeah, that's what we're going to do now. There's one more screw in that bag on top of the two that were in there. It's this one, Phillips. We're just going to insert the turn signal lever right there, and then you just put that screw in and screw it in. Alright guys, we've got our screw installed there. Got that lever on. Next one's to screw in. So you're going to see a little hole right there. We're just going to take it, put it right there, screw it in nice and easy. Okay. I really like these knobs. These are going to match the ones that are already here. Pretty cool. Okay, so yeah, we're gonna go get some grease. There's a tiny little spring that we're gonna stick in that hole right there, and it's always good to get a little grease and just kind of pack it right there in that hole so it holds the spring in. Okay, don't lose your spacer there, but that's our horn button. It's going to contact off of this when you push on it. Alright, so we got her in here. We got her mounted up pretty good. Got the strap in it. She's tightened down. I went ahead and took this back off for now until I got that hooked up. So yeah, we're gonna go ahead and do that. I got a little bit of grease. I don't have any heavy grease or anything. I'm just gonna put some bulb grease in there and bottom half of the spring, and then I'm gonna put it in the little shaft in there. Can't see it. Okay guys, here we are. We've actually got our collapsible steering shaft from Summit. It came in. So you can see here that this is actually going to collapse in here if we ever get into a frontal collision. So let's go ahead and show you what we got here. Everything fit nice. This is the new D style now. So everything's all fit into here. And then I ordered also a kit from Summit so that we can attach our shifter linkage. So what it does is actually attaches right here, and then you throw your ball joint on to the end of the shaft, and then the other half will go down to the transmission. So we'll get that light down here. Okay, get this camera around. Okay, and then you'll be able to see that right there. Focus in on it there for you. Okay, so you can see that that's how our, there we go. Alright, so you can see that we're attached to the transmission there now. That's how that shifter linkage goes in. It was actually really easy. It's got good instructions, but you can see here how easy it is to hook it up. There's just one piece that connects there to the knuckle, and then it connects up here, so give you guys some good footage of that. Okay. Alright, we're going to go back in here. Alright, so I left off the video footage installing the actual shifter itself here. So what we did is we went ahead and took the spring, we put a little bit of grease on it. That way the spring would stay in, and then you just take the shifter piece here, throw it in, and then you've got this this little rod that you want to pound up in there from the bottom, and that will fix that for you. And then at that point, you just want to go ahead and put all your knobs on. So you've got the little knob here, which is for your, let's see, that's for your hazard lights. And this one right here, once you get that one installed, that's gonna do your tilt. And this one's for your turn signals. As you could tell earlier, they were not working properly. Then we got the steering wheel in. It's a little dirty. I got some fingerprints on it. The only thing I have not got yet, because this is a different size steering wheel versus the one that we had in it. The only thing I haven't got yet was a new horn for it. So we're going to go ahead and order that and get that in here next. I want to show you guys underneath here. We went ahead and got everything all put back together. And I just need to come in here and put the other bolt back in here for this and get this sealed up a little bit better here. But I just want to show you guys everything underneath. All you do is just take this plate off right here, and then there's a U-shape clamp that holds the steering column back in place, which was just right under this plate. So that's what it looks like, and it's pretty sturdy. I mean, it's got the tilt on it now, and then whenever you turn the key on, we've got the light now that shows up in here. So that's actually really cool. And this is another reason you guys might want to subscribe. I'm going to go ahead and show the video of doing the American Auto Wire install. We went ahead and did the whole entire truck. I took the old wiring out of it and redid it with a brand new one from American Auto Wire. This is what you're going to get. It's going to give you all these really nice new places to connect stuff. So instead of splicing this in, I actually had a place to plug it in, and it plugged right in. So you gotta love that. That was the whole idea behind doing this. So now we got modern fuses. And I've got more places to hook stuff up. So we're going to do power windows. We're going to do all that good stuff here real soon. Another cool thing, we got courtesy lights. So I'll show you guys more about that. This didn't have courtesy lights in it before. Alright, and another good thing about doing what we did here, this is the new, it's got a new donut gasket. It's just a real hard piece right there, but this one's stiff. The old steering on it, it was a little loose, you know, so now with this new one on here, it actually tightened up the steering wheel too, so this thing actually feels like it's new again. So that was another really good benefit of going ahead and replacing the steering shaft. So now I don't have to worry about somebody getting pinned in here if there's a frontal collision, and it stiffened everything up. It's really nice. So I wanted to let you guys see that. So that's it. Everything's all new on the steering now. The steering actually works really well. It feels really good. I'm just gonna get under here real quick. Alright, so I'm gonna go ahead and show you this. This is where we connect to the transmission. This was also from Summit Racing. So another thing, you got your adjustment here too, so that's good. We got plenty of adjustment on the threads. Another thing, I said earlier, I was going to look for an alternative so that I could get the backup camera to work. So if you guys stay tuned, I'm going to order another kit from Summit. There's a piece back here that I can attach just behind so that whenever I put it in reverse, it's going to hit the sensor on it and allow me to get backup lights. So I'll show you guys how to do that. The kit's pretty cheap and it's pretty easy to install. So we're going to do that. We're going to get our backup lights again, and then we'll be able to install some more goodies at that point. So yeah,